Autumn is in the country and dyes nature in warm colors, sweeps the leaves from the trees with its wind, and bathes the morning world in silent, mysterious veils of mist. But autumn does not only bring external changes, the whole mood of nature and its energy changes. I think nature is a wonderful teacher for deep wisdom if we are just willing to look carefully and listen, and above all, to feel inside ourselves. Just as nature slowly comes to rest in autumn and the sap of the plants withdraws inward, we humans also feel that it is time to calm down, to take a deep breath, and to shift down a gear of that extroverted and active lifestyle we lived in summer, and focus more on our inner life. Now that the days are getting shorter and the nights grow longer, everything is slowing down a bit. It's like nature wants to give us some extra time to go within ourselves, to contemplate and to reflect our life. And I think it's also a time of abundance and gratitude for all the richness the earth is providing for us. And what better way than to celebrate it in community? This was on a little Oktoberfest in our village. I love the sound of these traditional instruments, which we call Alphorn. The sound is so peaceful, majestic, and calming. I too have become a little more thoughtful and reflective this day, as always when autumn comes. Over the past few weeks, I've kept catching myself wishing I lived somehow differently, because I felt like I wasn't doing well enough. Well, I think one of the problems of modern society is that we tend to compare ourselves to other people. And if we see people who inspire us, then that's certainly a good thing. But when we begin to idealize these people and to measure ourselves with them, then that can create a lot of pressure in us, because we then feel that we have to be like someone else in order to be perfect. But being perfect, is that even possible? Does perfection even exist? Or is it just a personal idea of how things could or should be? And is it possible that this idea, my own expectation of perfection towards myself, is actually hindering me from living fearlessly and confident, doing the things I really love. In the past, I have made the mistake sometimes of assuming that other people in my immediate surrounding could or even should help me to live my full potential. But that was not the case, and I felt disappointed about it at times. Today I know that these expectations had just weakened myself and put me into a powerless position. In order to be in my own strength and center, I have to take responsibility for my life, myself, and completely. Even if it can be difficult sometimes, there are always solutions. You just have to be willing to find them and not give up on the way. We need to have courage to be imperfect. And here too, nature is a wonderful teacher. If we look at the landscape, the trees and the flowers, everything looks beautiful and perfect. But if we take a closer look at a few leaves, for example, we will see that they are all a little different and that none of them are exactly symmetrical and perfect. Here and there you will discover small irregularities and flaws and bumps, but these are in no way diminishing the beauty and perfection of the leaf. On the contrary, it is precisely these deviations from the norm that make a leaf something special. There are certain regularities according to which nature is guided, but within these, there is still room for individuality, which even goes so far that there is no leaf that is completely like another. Everything is unique and perfect in its uniqueness or in its imperfection. I think we can learn a lot from this, especially calmness and satisfaction with ourselves. We are unique, wonderful creatures with all our peculiarities and supposed flaws. Of course, that doesn't mean that we should stop developing internally, but we can do it with ease, joy, and serenity. We can be considerate and patient with ourselves instead of expecting to do everything as perfectly as we might have imagined. Because ultimately, we are all here on the path to perfection. And this path takes time, patience, and confidence. Getting warm now, warm and cozy. I also believe that appreciating the little things in life is a key to being satisfied and happy. I may not be special or live an extraordinary lifestyle, but I want to live and enjoy all those little beautiful moments. I want to love and be there for my beloved ones and share precious moments together, taking one another as we are, with all our flaws and imperfections. This is perfection to me.